Luke Schneider, designer. What are you working on right now?
I'm tweaking numbers so that the shadows look as good as possible without creating lighting artifacts. So you can see there's a little bit of flicker. You might not be able to see it here, but there's a little bit of flicker on those lights. That's because of the shadow map issue. And then we're also trying to make these shadows connect as close as possible to the geometry at the same time. So those numbers sort of going against each other. So I'm changing the bias and the shadow mirror plane to find the best balance of connecting to the elements that cast the shadows and not having flickering on the wall at the same time. And we can adjust it more per light, but we want to have more of a global default that all the lights use that works. So that's what I'm working on now, is coming up with a good default for that. So I like level, or convert the file to get all the lights to have the same value, and then I fly around the level and see how it is, and then tweak it a little bit, and keep doing that over and over. That's what I'm working on.
Yeah. Here's Dan Wentz. He's level designer and sound designer. What are you working on, Dan?
Well, I'm working on sound design right now. I'm updating the driller sound effect, which is one of the primary weapons the player fires. And we have a sound effect editor here that has up to 4 distinct layers. And I'm updating layer 3 right now. I just rendered out 9 files. Each of them take up like a certain aspect of the sound. The low frequencies are a set of 3, the mid frequencies are another set, and the high frequencies are the last set. And these all shuffle and offset a little bit. We can alter the pitch independently. So yeah, I'm just fine tuning it right now, and then I will play it in the game and see how it works.
Here is Chris Claflin, artist. Chris, what are you working on for the demo?
I am working on one of our new robots. This is the high poly mesh for the one we're calling the drone right now. They'll have a cooler name later. I'm actually working on its butt. Those little jets with you.
Here is Matt Toshlag. He is programmer. Matt, what are you working on?
I am working on leaderboards. We are hoping to get in time for this demo support for Steam leaderboards for challenge mode, so that you can play one of our 2 challenge mode levels and have your score show up on the leaderboard. So I'm working with the Steam API, uploading the results and then downloading the data so we can display it in a leaderboard on your screen. And it's a pretty interesting project because all the getting and setting of data is asynchronous. It goes over the internet, so you've got to do a lot of request some data and then wait around for it to show up and hope it all shows up and deal with what happens if it doesn't all show up. So that's been it's been pretty interesting and challenging little project, but I'm hoping to get that wrapped up this morning. And then Luke will create a little display, and you'll be able to see the see how you did on the leaderboard. So.
Here is Victor Duarte, artist. Victor, what are you working on for the demo?
Right now I'm currently making decals, 3D decals for the environment. There are trims that go along edges on the grounds and to separate areas like this. Currently I'm making a cap for this guy so that when it's used in an area like this, you don't see this hole right here.
Here is Mike Kulas, programmer. Mike, what are you working on?
I'm fixing a bug. The runaway robots in challenge mode are mysteriously getting stuck for no good reason. So to make it easier to find, I decided that every robot would be runaway, so this bug would occur soon. But for some reason they're all chasing me, which I think is the core of the bug. So what I need to do is not have 6 robots on the screen bumping into each other at once, and then I can find out what the bug is. It's probably some code I edited in the last day or so that had an undesirable side effect, which is this bug. Now I gotta get back to work.